Hey guys, welcome back to PristineZReads. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Heartwood Crown by Matt Mikalatos, book number 2 in the Sunlit Lands series. So this video is kind of late because I've been trying to juggle my summer video releasing schedule, and I've planned something really special, guys. You're gonna love it. It's gonna run pretty much the months of June to July, I think, and I'll be having some pretty special people guesting on my channel to review a certain series. Alright, that was a semi-level spoiler, but that's funny considering this is the no spoiler video of The Heartwood Crown. So, let's get to it. First up is my summary. The Heartwood Crown picks up pretty much where the Crescent Stone left off. Madeline still stuck with her disease on Earth, and Shula and Yennefer with her. We have Jason and Darius still in the Sunlit Lands with the Skim and the Yellow. One day, Madeline gets a mysterious visit from a priest guy, and it turns out that Madeline's parents had gone to the Sunlit Lands before, and with this priest guy and some of the other friends. Not everybody made it back alive, though. Madeline's parents had chosen to have their memories wiped, and as it turned out, there's a special kind of berry called an addleberry that makes you forget everything. Madeline's furious when she finds this out, and she decides to go back to the Sunlit Lands with Shula, leaving Yennefer behind in the care of her parents. When they get back, everything's in pretty much absolute chaos. Darius is on a mission to kill the Archon and free the Skim people. Jason is as witty and humorous as ever, trying not to get killed by Bealea's family, the Elenel, and even some of the Skim, who still hate him. When Madeline, Jason, Shula, and Bealea meet up, Bealea is forced to stab Gilenia to defend herself when the Elenel find them and try to attack them. Madeline tries to heal Gilenia, but Gilenia is beyond the reach of the Elenel magic. A strange Alivorian named Patracoja reaches out to Madeline and says that his magic will be able to heal Gilenia. All Madeline has to do is just bring her to him. So Patracoja heals her, and Shula asks him if anything can be done for Madeline, if he can heal Gilenia, whose sickness was beyond the reach of Elenel magic. Then surely couldn't he heal Madeline if her sickness was also beyond the reach of Elenel magic? Patracoja says no, he can't, because Madeline's sickness is not natural. Bum bum bum. Spoiler alert. It was brought on by a curse. He is able to bring the people who brought the curse upon her to her, though. And Madeline asks him who they are, and he says one of them is one of her parents, and the other one is Hanali. Madeline is not surprised once he says that it's Hanali, so since Patracoja only has enough magic to bring 2 people to her, she asks him to bring the parent to her, and Yennefer to her as well, so she can say goodbye to Yennefer. So it turns out that this parent who brought the curse upon her was Madeline's mother, and we find out that, okay, I'm spoiling a bunch of things here, but yeah. So we find out that Madeline's mother and father went to the Sunlit Lands with their friends, and some pretty terrible things happened to them. Not everybody made it out alive, and Hanali told them that the only reason he would let them out of the Sunlit Lands back to Earth is if he would make a deal with them. And this deal was that if they had children, they would give their first child to Hanali when it turned 16. Madeline's parents tried to remember not to have children, but when they drank the addleberry wine, they forgot everything, except apparently each other. When they got back to Earth, they somehow remembered each other and got married. And of course, since they forgot, then they had to have Madeline, and when Madeline turned 16, that's when her sickness started. It was hard for Madeline to forgive her mother, but she did eventually do it in the end. So one of the Alivorians, named Lynn, tells Madeline that she is the chosen one, as apparently she had the queen seed planted in her by some other Alivorian during her last visit to the Sunlit Lands. And her chosen responsibility is that she'll be the one to wear the Heartwood crown if she so wishes it. And this Heartwood crown is made out of the heartwood of a tree, and has the ability to help the ruler, or the person who's wearing the crown, reset the magic of the Sunlit Lands. That's a good thing, as the magic has previously been controlled by the Elenel, and they use the magic to give them all the good stuff, give them immortality and things. But them controlling the magic has come with a price. They can't have children. It's just impossible for them to. They also made the magic unfair for everybody else, such as like the skim. They don't get anything, they have to like serve the Elenel. So this way, if Madeline chooses to wear the crown, then she can reset the magic and make it fair for everybody again. But there's a catch. If Madeline chooses to indeed cross the river to this island and wear the Heartwood crown, then she will die. It says there's like a supposed prophecy that says the first one who crosses the river to the island to wear the crown will die. While Madeline is struggling with this decision, Darius is in Pesticea. You know, those Pesticians, the necromancers, supposedly. And he's with the Pestician king, King Ian. Darius and Hanali are there to try to get the king to help them fight the Elenel and overthrow the Archon, because Hanali wants to be the new Archon. Darius has a burning desire for justice against the Archon and revenge for the Skim, and he wants to be able to set the Skim free and that they'll be able to have everything they should have. When Darius receives a message from Madeline begging him to come to her quickly, he has a tough decision to make. Will he choose between love or duty? And likewise for Madeline, will it be bringing healing to the Sunlit Lands but sacrificing the last few weeks of her life, or however long she's got to live? Or will it be choosing to prolong her short-lived life and live out her days in agony, knowing that she left the Sunlit Lands to fall into disrepair and disorder? You'll have to find out. Okay, by the way guys, I kind of like torturing you with these like little questions, it's so funny. But yeah. So now for the morals. First up is Christian beliefs / other worldviews. So Michelados is a Christian author. Don't remember I mentioned that in the Christian Stone review. There's a God figure, the majestic one, and then there's a Jesus figure, or the peasant king, which to me is God the Father and God the Son of the Trinity. There are no other prominent worldviews mentioned here. In the Heartwood crown, the necromancers, spoiler alert, are the Pesticians, and they're a bit more in the spotlight, and they aren't really necromancers, despite the rumor of people thinking they can talk to the dead, listen to the dead. Their big secret is that they can read. The rest of the Sunlit Lands, including the Elenel, are illiterate, so they can't read, write, or anything like that, but the Pesticians can. The reason why the Elenel call the Pesticians necromancers is that, you know, because when they read books, some of them are written by people who have died or passed on. And the Pesticians do have an advantage, the power of knowledge. So yeah, that was the big necromancer thing. It was kind of funny. Spoiler alert, over. So, next up is violence. There are some battles, nothing overly descriptive, just the right amount of detail, and spoiler alert, Jason had Balia's family trying to kill him, because that's the terms of the Kakri engagement. Don't ask me why, I don't really know. It's a Kakri thing. Anyways, yeah. So, next up is romance. I'd say this is like neither low or high. There was definitely some more background and detail on Madeline and Darius's relationship, and spoiler alert, Balia broke off the engagement to Jason. Lots of complicated reasons there, which I do not have time to list. You'll have to go and read it for yourself. Next up is racism. There was one part when Madeline was telling somebody about her dating relationship with Darius and how her parents didn't originally want Darius to be her boyfriend because he was black, as if that somehow made him less worthy. I don't know, it was really weird. But her parents eventually warmed up to him. Darius also had another conversation with another character about how he felt when his teachers or other people did or said things to him, stuff like things that he did were uncommonly good for a black person. But yeah, anyways, definitely like a positive outlook on here. It's not like trying to slam Darius or anything. In fact, it's very much standing up for him. So yeah, next up is my rating recommended age level. I'm gonna rate this one 5 stars if possible. It was even funnier than the Crescent Stone. I was like rolling on the floor dying of laughter because of it. Michelados did like a really good job with this. I do think it addressed more heavier topics than the Crescent Stone, so for that reason I'm gonna put the age level at 12 plus. It's like not anything bad, just like the racism and the violence and everything is probably good for 12 and up. Definitely a good YA read for teens and even some adults too. The story is complicated enough. It's not like super simple, and it's got a great amount of world building, an awesome storyline. So yeah, I'd really recommend this. If you want more of Michelados' fiction, if you go to his website, there's a free ebook you can get. And yeah, so that was it. Really liked this book. Links to it in the description below. Please comment if you have any other book series that you would like me to read and review. And yeah, so I've got some special things coming up in the next few summer months. I hope you guys really enjoy it because I think it will be an absolute blast. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Bye! The second for Jason.
I don't know who this Jason dude is, but if he gets food, I want some too. So, let's see here. The first for Shona.
Ah, and what shall it be like? The fruit tastes like chocolate.
I've never tasted chocolate before, but there's always a first time for everything. My owners don't let me eat it. But like, I've licked up the crumbs for like their chocolate brownies and other stuff like that, and I haven't died yet, so like, maybe I could like, you know, try a chocolate or something like that. You know, first time.
He'll like that. Needs a ridiculous name. Like pudding fruit. The garden lady chortled. Sounds suitably disgusting.
Disgusting? No food is disgusting. Even if you wanted to eat the carpet, it's like totally edible. Anything is edible if you put your mind to it. So like, for example, the carpet, you just gotta channel all your mental energy into eating it. So yeah.
Jason will love it, she smiled. Tears were brimming in her eyes. And it grows easily, always stays with you. Madeline wiped a tear away.
Why are you sad? You're making food. Food always makes me happy. It makes me feel like I'm floating on clouds. It makes me feel so elated and joyful.
When you eat it, you can only speak truth the rest of the day. Ah, the garden lady said, and a small tree grew up between them, with beautiful smooth fruit that caught the light. A bold red color, like ripe strawberry dripping with juice. Like this?
Yes, exactly like that, garden lady. What's your face? That's like the perfect thing. Strawberry that tastes like chocolate, dripping with juice. Like, how better could you get? But wait a second. This is a fantasy book. Does that mean, like, wait a second, that means it doesn't exist in real life? Man, come on, people. Why don't you invent this kind of stuff? This garden lady is smarter than a gazillion people. Like, who does want to eat strawberry chocolate tasting juicy stuff? Because, like, we need that in our world. Like, the world would be so sad without this stuff, you know?